Hi everyone, again, Pete Yapel, one of the millions of cannabis activists in the world today, the face of cannabis, and a proud member of the United Coalition of Cannabis Activists. Well, our mission is pretty simple: to unite cannabis activists worldwide to repeal cannabis prohibition. Today I want to talk a little bit about groups. Groups form online every day. Cannabis Pro, Cannabis Con. If you're a Cannabis Pro group and you're starting a new group, even because I see new ones form every day as I'm added and such, please bring your group to the United Coalition of Cannabis Activists. We're banding together to stand united, no matter what we're fighting for in the cause, whether it be medical or whatever. It doesn't matter what your mission is. All of our mission is pretty much the same, and that's to end cannabis prohibition. Also, want to touch on some sites that come up that really kind of angered me the other day. I saw a post, and we all know it's a fake post. I don't care if you're pro or anti-cannabis. If you don't know this is a fake post, then really you're completely uneducated, and that seems to be the problem. It was about a man sitting in a hospital bed with half his face burned off and said that his bong exploded when he was trying to, take a hit of evil marijuana. Well, I went to the site and I looked at it a bit, and it was like just complete hate. Everything on it was hate, and it was disgusting. It was the most disgusting group I've ever seen. And of course, I tried to post to their page my comment, or a post that why don't you educate yourself a little bit before you spread this, ridiculous stuff out on the onto the web that people see. And of course, my post wouldn't be approved. It had to be approved first. So I messaged the administrators of this group, and explained to them that they were uneducated, and that if they needed some education, I could point them in a million different places, because there are lots of different groups out there that are spreading really good, valuable knowledge. True periodicals that are backed by fact. But of course, the response I got back was that I should probably just smoke some more pot or this other thing, and eventually came back and said, well, this is a satire site, and then gave me the definition of satire. Well, let me explain, as I explained to them. People that are spreading this junk, whether it be satire or not, to the person that is anti cannabis, that has been told since they were a child, people like in their 70s and 60s and 70s, and really on down to their 20s with these stupid DARE programs, and children obviously, that marijuana is this evil, terrible thing, and that cannabis can't be used for anything good, and oh look, it's going to kill you, and this, that, and the other thing. If they're not going to take the time to sit back and see if something's satire, they're not going to take the time to deprogram themselves from all of the junk that they've been taught their whole life. It's up to us. We need to continue to educate. We're all doing such a great job, and by coming together, we're only going to make this fight so much easier. Because by banding together, we show our strength in numbers, obviously. But we're not an ignorant group, and we're a very smart group of people, as we all know, and very articulate. People's misconception of cannabis goes all the way back to their teen years. If they haven't smoked since they were a teen and don't need this as a medication, or just don't use this preventatively, because I believe in the preventative of this plant. The preventative of this plant outweighs even the medical in so many senses, by keeping your cannabinoid system strengthened. But here's the deal. When you were a teenager, you smoked to be high and to be silly and be cool, okay? You didn't realize the real effects that cannabis was having on you at that time. Opening your mind, making you more calm. Yes, high-spirited and friendly. These are all good side effects, great side effects. If you ask me, I'm not going to shove something in my head that I have to take 4 more pills to counteract each thing that the other one does. And that's what Big Farm does. They do this constantly. They do this to us all the time. Last year, 250 million pain prescriptions, just pain prescriptions. I'm not talking antidepressants and everything else that gets out there that goes along with it. I'm talking about pain prescriptions were written. 250 million. 250 million. Now that's just the pain medication. That's not the stuff that stops all of the other side effects that go along with that. You know, I've had people say to me, oh, listen, yeah, but when I was on opiates, I had the energy to get up and this, that, and the... Listen, and you couldn't stop taking it either. There is no, oh, I'll take them for a little while and then I'll stop. I'll take them for a little while and I'll stop. No, when they put you on these things, you become addicted. Addicted, a slave, a way to be kept down, a way for the government to control you. If you don't think that the government does not want cannabis to be the end of prohibition to come because they will lose out money, you're sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. It costs about $80.30 per day to keep a prisoner in jail. 750,000 people were put in jail for just cannabis charges last year. So each day they were generating $60,187,500. That's staggering. Absolutely staggering. If you think of the billions of dollars that pharmaceutical companies are making off of you and making off of me. And then, of course, the kickback to the government because of insurance and everything else. Believe me, this is all connected in a super web. If you think they want to let go of that money, you're sadly mistaken. That's why we can't sit back. We can't say, oh, we'll take a progressive steps process to this. First, we'll fight for medical, then we'll go for recreational, then we'll go for... No. Don't let them pacify us. That's what it is. It's a pacification. The application process, the point that even after you're approved and you can carry a card, that your insurance doesn't cover it, that the costs are ridiculous. Why not just be able to grow this in your backyard? Once again, everyone, I'm sorry, getting a little worked up. I have to cut this video short because I don't want them to be too long-winded. But I'm Pete Yapel, one of the millions of cannabis activists in this world today, the Face of Cannabis, and a proud member again of the United Coalition of Cannabis Activists. Please join us. Peace, one love. Peace, we'll talk to you soon.